and welcome back to Rumor Has It Official. Let's get straight into talking all about 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. Okay, let me stop. 90 Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. This is season 6, episode 11, and the title of this episode is Man Up or Shut Up. In this video, we're going to be talking all about Tiffany and Ronald. But before we get started, let's go ahead and just share some love to your girl. Let me know that you're rocking with me, that you support me by giving this video a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, plus hit that bell so you will be notified on future uploads. And let's go ahead and get straight into it. Now, I do have my handy dandy phone here. I will be reading from my notes because that's how I get down around here so that I can stay on topic and get all these points out that I want to discuss in regards to these two, because I got a lot. But I'm going to try to speed it through because you all know I love to talk real fast. But make sure I give you enough that we could talk about. So Ronald is taking Tiffany and the kids to get some Christmas decorations. We all know, even though it's his idea, Tiffany will be paying for it. He doesn't present this to Tiffany privately, but instead presents it in the card to Daniel while looking at Tiffany. Now, Tiffany has threatened to leave early before Christmas even gets here. So this is why he is so motivated to get decorations and a Christmas tree. He knows if he gets these decorations and the Christmas tree, that it's going to make Daniel happy, the kids happy, and most likely Daniel won't want to leave. Tiffany is fully aware that Ronald is bribing Daniel in order to get them to stay longer. Little does Ronald know that this trip to the store is a test to see if he can be responsible with money, so she says. Ronald is disgusting. He is manipulating the situation and Daniel in order to get what he wants. Tiffany says that if Ronald keeps making stupid decisions, then she won't be staying. What gets me is that Tiffany is fully aware of his manipulation and his tactics, but is still allowing it. She allows Daniel to choose and make decisions. And personally, I think that if a parent doesn't have it in their budget to spend the money on something, that they shouldn't go against that and break the bank. Comment down below your thoughts. Now, Tiffany could have just explained it to Daniel and he would have understood because he's a pretty smart and sweet kid. He understands. Ronald made sure to make Tiffany look like the bad guy in front of Daniel. Once again, Ronald puts all these things in the cart, and when they get to the register to pay, he's looking at Tiffany. The total came up to $680. And when Tiffany challenges Ronald on going for a cheaper tree, he involves her son, Daniel, by saying, "Daniel, what's your call? You want big, right?" Then Daniel says that he wants a bigger tree. So Ronald says, "I need to give my son what he wants." Now, Ronald used his credit card to pay for everything, which Tiffany was trying to tell him, "I don't think you should do that." But I feel as though she should have said, "We're putting all this stuff back. You won't be charging on your card." Because my thing is, why didn't you charge that card to get some groceries for a necessity, an actual necessity that y'all needed in that house? You weren't pulling out that credit card to get no groceries. You wanted her to pay for that, but you gonna pull that credit card out to get some stupid stuff. So you're not responsible with money and on what's a necessity and what's a desire or a want. You need to be putting needs as a priority. It's crazy to me how he wasn't prepared and couldn't pay for the groceries, like I said, but has no problem charging all these decorations that really aren't a necessity. His priorities just aren't straight. Tiffany is aware that Ronald is trying to play it cool, but will have a hard time paying the card off, which will then trigger him to want to gamble. Now, in the next scene, Tiffany, Ronald, and the kids go to meet with his mom, and they're going to look at elephants. Now, Tiffany, in this scene, she gets some alone time with Ronald's mother, and she opens up to her about Ronald's spending habits and at the fact that Ronald hasn't been much of a help with the kids. His mother is very positive, and somewhat, in my opinion, she doesn't make excuses for her son, but she should know firsthand how her son really is, because she hasn't had great experiences with her son. Okay, you know, when her son was stealing from her to feed his little gambling addiction. Yeah, so she should know firsthand what Tiffany's talking about. Tiffany tells her mother-in-law that she wants to go back home, which brings the mother-in-law to tears. They want her to stay, but have to realize that Ronald has a lot of work that needs to be done. Tiffany should have never married and had a baby with Ronald to begin with. So I don't feel bad for her, but I do feel bad for the kids. Ronald plays the role of dad of the year in front of his mother, but doesn't want to help in private. He tells her things like, you changing the diapers and tending to the kids, that's your job. That's what I got you for. So I don't know why he's trying to play superhero and super dad in front of his mama, because that's not what's going on at that house. His mother offers to take the kids to give Tiffany a break. And as soon as they get in the car, Ronald is like, what did you and my mom talk about? And his face, it's like, to me, he's giving out very controlling, abusive, like the type that put their hands on you, not just verbally, but physically. Like if you give the wrong answer, I'm going to pop you in your mouth. That's the vibes he gives me. Comment down below your thoughts. So he does say to her, what did you and my mom talk about? And his face is like, and then Tiffany is under her breath, just like, we're talking about this, and we said, and she was just like, doing it like that. So she's scared of him because he has a temper and she knows he goes off in private. I don't know. But that wasn't a good look. Now, like I said, Tiffany is dry in her response, and she's definitely over him at this point. Even though she hasn't done anything wrong, she apologizes to him. But you can tell that it was one of those, I'm only apologizing so you can shut up apologies. Like, you can tell that's what that was. She can't have a private conversation with his mother without him wanting to know the details of the conversation. Like, that's her mother-in-law. Can she not have a relationship and a bond and talk about woman's, like it could have been private woman stuff that she wanted to get another woman's advice on? And what did y'all talk about? Like, mind your own business. Mind your own business. Now, in another scene, Tiffany and Ronald go on a date without the kids. Ronald's mother, she offered to watch the grandchildren. She said it would be an honor. So she takes her grandchildren and they go out for dinner. They order drinks and their food, but Tiffany doesn't like the drinks. So she tells the waiter, can she order something different? And I've been there. I've done that before. Even if like food, if I don't like it, if I'm paying for it, I'll say, is it okay if I swap this out? I'm not too much a fan of it. It just is what it is. I've done that before. But Ronald, he quickly jumps in saying she's quite difficult to the waiter. And I'm really trying to understand, how does that really make her difficult? Is she supposed to fake like she likes it and then pay for something that she doesn't like, eat it, and she doesn't like it? No, not at all. Now, one thing I noticed is Ronald gets very defensive about anything having to do with him and South Africa. Anything that has to do with those two things, he's getting defensive. Ronald says that Tiffany complains and does so to be in control and make him feel less than. Ronald says that he's the man of the house, and Tiffany is like, oh, please. She tells the camera crew in her little private confessional time with them, she's like, oh, please, I'm the man of the house. Ronald is yapping about communication, but he can't have a serious conversation, obviously, because he ends up getting up from the table and wanting to leave while she's still there eating her food and having her drink. He gets up and he leaves. Let's go. It's time to go. That type of thing. I'm ready to go type of thing. Just too much. Now, that con artist thinks he's slick. Because as soon as he got up from that table, I was thinking to myself, he think he's slick because you got up from that table and left, so she'll be stuck paying for the bill. Because where you going? When they bring the check, you got to pay for it. But you done got your tail up, so that way she'll be stuck footing that bill. And he ain't fooling nobody. He's lame. He is lame. And I don't know. I've seen little like rumors go around on YouTube about them getting a divorce. And I think that's for the best. I really think it's for the best. I don't wish no divorce on nobody. But when in situations like this, when it's just not healthy and it's not working out, and a person like him, he has that gambling addiction, I think it's best for the sake of her and them kids for her to check the deuces and count this one as a loss. It's unfortunate, but she put herself in that situation. Because like I said, she should have never married him. All the signs, all the red flags was presented to her before marrying him, and she still went through and married him and then had a baby. Like, why would you do that? So she gonna have to check this as a loss. She gonna have to take this up as a loss And it's really her fault because she went into this situation and she had no business doing that. But I'm really curious to know your thoughts in that comment section down below on Tiffany and Ronald on 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. This was season 6 that we talked about, episode 11. The title of this episode is Man Up or Shut Up. Give this video a big thumbs up, share, subscribe, plus hit that bell so you will be notified on future uploads. I look forward to talking to all of you wonderful besties in that comment section down below. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.